Hello, good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. I'm C. Pleasure to see you. How you doing? Okay, all right. So today I'm going to talk about finances because I know it's probably a burning question about um, like how you going to be funding your time abroad? Because I know it's the first thing I look for when I'm looking at for a content creator, or I'm watching their content on moving abroad. I'm like, okay, how do they fund that? Is it something I can do? Blah blah blah, that whole kind of thing. So today, get your drink. I'm gonna talk about it. All right, got my drink. I'm gonna periodically utilize it because my throat's a little today. Okay, so here we go. For me, how I'm going to fund my first year to 2 years, possibly three, actually. Fund my 3 years. I'm aiming for 3 years. 3 years abroad in Southeast Asia. Retirement funds. Yep, that's right. Um, because, yeah, that's how that's going to be. That's all the documentation and everything that I've been waiting for that. And additionally, because I guess technically I will be actually retired, but that just sounds so strange to say. So I'm going to say semi-retired because there are some things I would like to do, obviously, because you're here at this channel, and what I want to do with the channel and what I would like to have as my offering. And so yesterday I talked about that offering and that I don't have one because I'm feeling kind of anti-capitalist, and it's not even that so much as okay, capitalism, yeah, we got to make money to live, eat, blah 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 blah, fund our retirement accounts or not. I think it's called coast-fi. Your initial retirement is set, but you want a more income or something like that. Anyway, so I guess you could say I'm working on my coast-fi. So that's why I say semi-retired. Because I finally yesterday did think of something that I would like to offer. So I would just say it's a digital product because that is what feels gentle and feels easeful for me at this stage of my life. Because that's what I'm focusing on: gentleness, ease, joy, dating for fun, just for funs. Um, Sidebar, not exactly true. I'd like a special somebody's. That'd be nice. But anyway, finances. So there's that. Pull out of retirement do that chunk and live from that while I churn out my digital products, because I now have two that I would like to do. And it's like I have, of course, it's like once you have an idea, you're like, oh, I know how I want it to look. I know how I want it to sound. I know how I want the copy to sound. And then there's the writing it out, because, hey, although AI is a thing, I'm like, yes, it can help you create, give good bullets and maybe, structure. It's good for that, good for structure. But as far as voice, it depends. It depends on how often you use your chat assistant, and and I say how often, I mean, have you been using it for a month, or for 6 months? Because by that time, it gets to know your voice, and so it's much better at doing your voice. But still, what I found in experimenting just in, you know, like book writing and thing like that. And oh yeah, there's a book, but that's later, completely later. Oops, don't kick the tripod. Anyway, so finances and doing the creation of the book. So yeah, I think in using AI and, you know, your chat assistant and everything else like that, you're still gonna have to edit the copy. Okay, please, people, can we just have a once, twice, thrice over of the copy before we send out a digital product and call it good? I appreciate you. Your clients and customers will appreciate you. So yeah, that's the digital product thing, aspect of things that I'll be doing in terms of financing my time abroad. And also, and I've mentioned it before, and it was in another video, but I'm gonna mention it again because, you know, it's like the more I say it, the more I'm like, yep, definitely doing that. I have said it online. Y'all keep me keep me accountable. Help me be accountable. Be my accountability buddies. Please, please and thank you. Because I would like to actually finish my PMPC this year. And for those of y'all not in the know or didn't watch the other video, that is a professional network penetration tester certification. Okay, and no, it's not the OSCP. I am not gonna with that. I would rather pay less and get more of an experience by doing the CPTS, which is Hack the Box, their offensive security certificate. Why am I doing it? Because you know what? In 2020, I was like, I would like to do this thing, and it was an inkling. And then by 2022, I was in the position to do it. And by 2023, 24, I had already had like a little bit of experience at doing penetration testing. So, and then, you know, the whole AI boom, and it's like, oh, so now we don't need junior penetration testers. And I'm just like, okay. And so I guess I'm still figuring out like what that's gonna look like. And so I'm like, you know what, until I just figure that out, I think I'm just gonna get some certifications and be like, hey, at least I have some certifications. Like, here are my projects that I've done. Here are my pen test reports that I've done. And we'll see, we get some clients from that. But again, that's next year. And also I'll be doing doing this channel. And so yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'll be pretty much doing for, in terms of finances, in terms of things that I'm doing, and by doing I mean putting effort and energy towards, more like that. And when I say that, I mean it feels more like a quote unquote a work thing. And CPS man. So other things that I'm doing, or I should say, have already learned about and is helping me in terms of investing. I feel like, yes, this definitely belongs in this video because it is part of my learnings that I have under my belt. And in terms of the like, well, how the heck is she, you know, funding her, you know, funding the life abroad, or just not even life abroad, just funding my life, because I'm just not going to be in the U.S. It's going to be a no for me for a while. So how do you stay abroad? So I will say it. Hi. A thing that I did last year was I took an in-depth course on decentralized finance, decentralized apps or dApps, for 8 weeks. It was twice a week for those 8 weeks. And it was an amazing program. And I learned a lot. You know, I learned a lot more beyond, you know, safekeeping of your cold wallet, about hot wallets, about different types of, gosh, different types of coins, different types of stable coin. But I think most interesting to me were the decentralized applications and smart contract security, because offensive security, I like it. And so I would say in doing that, that really helped me kind of really get into and know a lot more about that area. And so yes, I invest in Bitcoin. There are a few other coins that I invest in, and so I have that in my back pocket, as it were. And then also I have a course on trading, which I recently started, which I started last year. And now, yes, I'm now looking at the clock and I'm like, this clock is gonna go off and I need this video to be done, because there's always tomorrow. I can tell you more, I will give you more about finance, like more finances part 2 tomorrow, since, hey, we'll do this what? Every day, hey, every day. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, aloha.